I'm about to tell you something that might save your life in your later years. Mental health doesn't get easier as you age. It gets harder. And almost nobody prepares you for this reality. We spend our entire lives building careers, saving money, planning for retirement. But here's what nobody mentions. Your mind needs more care than your bank account. Your emotional well-being matters more than your physical health. And the loneliness that comes with aging can be more devastating than any disease. Think about it this way. When you're young, you have problems. But you also have energy, options, and time to fix things. When you're older, the problems don't disappear. They multiply. And your resources to handle them shrink every single year. Let me share what I've learned through decades of life. The winter seasons of your soul are real. They come when you least expect them. And if you don't know how to nurture yourself through these dark times, they can consume you completely. First, understand what mental health really means in old age. It's not just about avoiding depression or anxiety. It's about maintaining your sense of purpose when the world tells you you're no longer useful. It's about finding joy when your body betrays you. It's about staying connected when everyone around you starts disappearing. The statistics are sobering. Depression affects nearly 7 million Americans over age 65. But here's the terrifying part. Only about 10% of them receive proper treatment. Why? Because we've created a culture that treats mental health as weakness. Especially in older adults, we expect them to be wise and content. We don't allow them to struggle. This silence kills people. Literally. Older adults have the highest suicide rates of any age group in many countries. Men over 85 have suicide rates 4 times higher than the general population. These aren't just numbers. These are grandparents, neighbors, friends who suffered in silence because nobody taught them how to care for their mental health. So what does nurturing your soul through winter seasons actually look like? It starts with accepting that darkness is normal. You will have periods where life feels heavy. Where getting out of bed takes effort. Where the future looks bleak. This doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. The mistake most people make is fighting these feelings. They try to push through. Stay positive. Keep busy. But here's what I wish someone had told me earlier. Sometimes you need to sit with the darkness. Acknowledge it. Understand what it's trying to tell you. Your winter seasons often come with major life transitions. Retirement strips away your identity. Your children move far away. Friends pass away. Your spouse dies. Your body stops cooperating. Each of these losses requires grief. Real, deep, painful grief. And our society gives you no space for this process. Instead, people say things like move on or stay strong or you had a good run. These phrases are poison. They tell you that your pain doesn't matter. That you should be grateful for what you had. That feeling sad is somehow ungrateful or weak. Let me be clear about something crucial. Grief doesn't have an expiration date. Loss doesn't follow a timeline. The idea that you should be over something after a few months is complete nonsense. Some losses change you forever. And that's okay. Now let's talk about practical ways to nurture your mental health as you age. First, build your support system before you need it. Don't wait until you're in crisis to reach out. Create connections now. Join groups. Volunteer. Make friends who are younger than you. This matters because your peer group will shrink over time. If all your friends are your age, you'll end up increasingly isolated. Second, find purpose beyond your career. This is critical. So many people retire and immediately decline. Why? Because their job was their identity. Their worth. Their reason to wake up. When that disappears, they have nothing left. Start building alternative sources of meaning long before you retire. Hobbies, causes, learning, creating. These things need to be established while you still have energy. Third, maintain your cognitive health actively. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. Read challenging books. Learn new skills. Engage in debates. Solve puzzles. The research is clear on this. Mental stimulation reduces dementia risk and improves quality of life. But it has to be genuine challenge, not passive entertainment. Fourth, address your physical health because it directly impacts your mental state. Chronic pain creates depression. Poor sleep destroys emotional regulation. Lack of exercise increases anxiety. You cannot separate your body from your mind. They're connected in ways we're only beginning to understand. Fifth, get professional help without shame. Therapy isn't just for crisis situations. It's preventive care for your mind. A good therapist can help you process life transitions, develop coping strategies, and maintain perspective. The stigma around mental health treatment is slowly fading, but it's still strong among older generations. Break free from this outdated thinking. Sixth, practice gratitude without toxic positivity. Yes, appreciating what you have matters. But don't use gratitude as a weapon against your own pain. You can be grateful for your life and still struggle. You can appreciate your blessings and still feel sad. These things coexist. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. Seventh, stay curious about the world. Cynicism is easy as you age. You've seen patterns repeat. You've watched humanity make the same mistakes over and over. But cynicism is also corrosive. It eats away at your ability to find joy. Fight against it. Look for wonder. Seek out beauty. Find reasons to be amazed. Eighth, accept help when it's offered. Independence is valued in our culture. But rigid independence becomes isolation. Let people care for you. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Ask for what you need. This isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Ninth, create something. Art, writing, music, gardens, whatever speaks to you. Creation gives you agency in a world where you're losing control. It provides legacy. It offers meaning. And the process itself is therapeutic in ways that science is only beginning to measure. 10th, talk about death openly. The fear of death creates so much unnecessary suffering. Have honest conversations about mortality. Make your wishes known. Process your feelings about the end. This isn't morbid. It's liberating. When you stop running from death, you can actually live. Now let me address something uncomfortable. Sometimes the winter seasons don't end. Sometimes depression becomes chronic. Sometimes grief becomes complicated. Sometimes mental illness requires ongoing treatment. And that's okay too. You're not failing if you need medication. You're not weak if you can't just think positive. You're dealing with a health condition that requires medical intervention. The brain is an organ. It can malfunction just like your heart or kidneys. We don't shame people for taking blood pressure medication. We shouldn't shame anyone for taking antidepressants. This distinction matters because untreated mental illness in older adults leads to physical decline, cognitive impairment, and premature death. Here's something else nobody talks about. Aging can actually improve some aspects of mental health. Older adults often have better emotional regulation. They worry less about what others think. They've developed wisdom through experience. They understand what truly matters. These are real advantages that come with age. But these benefits only emerge if you've done the work. If you've processed your trauma. If you've developed healthy coping mechanisms. If you've maintained your relationships. If you've found meaning beyond external validation. This work doesn't happen automatically. It requires intention and effort. Let me share what I wish I'd known in my younger years. Every difficult emotion you avoid now will come back stronger later. Every relationship you neglect will leave a hole in your old age. Every dream you postpone might never happen. Every grudge you hold will poison your final years. Time doesn't heal wounds. Intentional work heals wounds. Time just makes them harder to address. So start now. Whatever age you are, start preparing for your winter seasons. Build your mental health toolkit. Develop your support network. Find your sources of meaning. Practice self-compassion. Learn to sit with discomfort. These skills take years to develop. Don't wait until you're in crisis. And if you're already in your later years, if you're already struggling, know this. It's never too late. You can still learn new ways of coping. You can still build connections. You can still find joy. You can still heal. Your age doesn't disqualify you from growth or change or happiness. The winter seasons of life are inevitable. Loss is guaranteed. Suffering will come. But you get to choose how you move through these experiences. You get to decide whether you'll nurture your soul or neglect it. You get to determine whether your final chapters will be marked by bitterness or wisdom. Mental health in old age isn't a luxury. It's not something to address if you have time. It's the foundation of a life well lived. It's what allows you to face loss with grace. To find meaning in limitation. To offer wisdom to younger generations. To die with peace rather than regret. So take this seriously. Invest in your mental health the way you invest in your retirement account. Prioritize your emotional well-being the way you prioritize your physical health. Nurture your soul with the same dedication you give to your career. Because in the end, none of the other stuff matters if your mind is suffering. Your winter seasons are coming. The question isn't whether you'll face them. The question is whether you'll be ready. Whether you'll have the tools, the support, the resilience, and the wisdom to navigate them. Start building those resources today. Your future self will thank you.